Oh my gosh, bro. How many times I gotta do the first 3 sentences? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me or you're new here, hi, my name's Gabby. Subscribe, just subscribe, and be sure to follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that jazz at GSC Royalty, especially TikTok and Instagram, because that's where you're gonna get the inside scoop on scholarships, fellowships, all that jazz. So tell a friend to tell a friend. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I ultimately came to choose to go to Princeton for my undergraduate career. That's something a lot of people ask me, so we're going to get this show on the road. And I'm sorry in advance for the tacky background, but I have nowhere else to film in my house. So there's that. But yeah, we're just gonna jump right on into it. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, leave some comments down below on other videos you'd like to see and how this advice has helped you. First things first, I'm gonna get this off my chest. I did not want to go to Princeton. I wanted to go to Stanford, period. So, and honestly, I don't even know why I wanted to go to Stanford. The idea of California sounded nice, and I like the nice weather. Like, I'm from Florida, I'm from the South. I don't want this dusty, dry, nasty, cold weather that we have in the North and the Northeast. So that was a big thing. And I don't know, like Stanford, I feel like it's just one of those schools that everybody has like such a happy picture in their mind about. And I actually was able to go to Stanford for the first time this year to visit my friends. Actually at FlyCon, I'm wearing the shirt. It was really awesome, but it just confirmed for me that, you know, maybe Stanford wasn't the place, you know? So I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, because as soon as I stepped on campus, I was like, yeah, I can really see myself here for undergrad. But how did I ultimately get to choosing Princeton? Well, I was grappling between Princeton, staying in state because I had a bunch of outside scholarships. I would have been getting paid some nice money to go to school, and I could have graduated early, could have graduated college within 2 years, honestly, or at least got my master's and my bachelor's within the 4 years, depending on what I want to do. So it was more like, okay, what am I looking for in college? Am I trying to get out as fast as possible? Am I trying to enjoy my experience? Am I worried about social life? Am I worried about how this could impact my life like 20, 30 years from now? So those were all things that were kind of buzzing around my head, but not really, because I just felt blessed to be in the position that I was in. So I had a lot of discussions with my parents, and honestly what it came down to was money. Princeton has a lot of money, and they don't have a lot of students in undergrad. So per capita, I think we have the most money per student. And you definitely see that on campus in terms of funding for events, in terms of how invested they are in us, or the opportunities that we have to invest in our... Yo, I just twitched. My neck said... I already lost my train of thought. But moral of the story, they invest in us a lot, and you really do see that. Money does give you access, it gives you opportunities, and I'm so grateful for the academic and extracurricular experiences I've been able to have because of Princeton's endowment. Apart from that, Princeton was ranked #1, and I'm pretty sure it still is ranked #1, and everybody else talking about, oh, my school's #1, Harvard, Dartmouth, all that cap. I don't care what the lists say, I said what I said. So yeah, Princeton was ranked #1 at the time. I think in US #1 today, something like that. So that matters. The name of your school can potentially hold weight, especially in terms of the alumni network, which Princeton alumni reunions, they say it's a lituation every year. They come back decked in orange and black. They're ready, they're active in terms of donating. If you reach out for opportunities, they're really receptive, and I'm sure other schools have that, but I just heard that a lot from Princeton, so that played a big role. Not so much financial aid. I definitely could have gotten more financial aid from other schools. Like I said, I had full rides and would have been getting paid to go to school if I had chosen to go to another institution. So that wasn't necessarily a big thing. It was more so about, in terms of longevity, what can this school do for me? And another major thing was, at least on paper, it didn't seem that far from Philly or New York. And this year especially, I had been going to New York a lot more just to visit friends for conferences, to go to New York. I realized one of the main things that I need to change for this year is to get off campus. And a great way to do that is to explore different cities. So I've been going to New York a lot more, and that definitely helped me feel less restricted, because the area of Princeton is kind of old and boring. It's definitely like, the center of the town is Princeton. There isn't really much else to do. It's very residential. So if you like that, come on down. If you don't, think about that, but still consider coming on down. I wanted to be relatively close to both of those cities, so that's what worked out as well. And also Stanford was on the other side of the universe, like 18,000 years away. If God forbid something happened to my family, or I just wanted to come home or something like that, them tickets were gonna be at least $800, $900, or just hundreds of dollars, just too much. And that's a lot to be spending to come home for holidays, to come home amidst a pandemic like Corona, whereas New Jersey is a lot closer to Florida than California, so that played a big role in me choosing Princeton over Stanford, which was where I wanted to go. Relative to my other choices, I didn't really think about majors and stuff like that. I didn't really think about the programs that were specifically offered at each institution, because I was not dead set on any major. I was not like, oh my gosh, I'm so gung-ho about this. I'm gonna be a doctor and I'm gonna save the world and I'm gonna do cancer research. Like, I'm not knocking anybody who knows that. Sometimes I kind of wish I had that burning desire. Like, I was like, ooh, since I bust out the womb, I knew I was gonna be Dartmouth Stuffins, like something like that. But that just wasn't the case for me. So I didn't choose based on, oh, this school has the best theater program, or this school has the most connections in the art department, or they have a really great philosophy program that lets me study African American studies too, or lets me study cognitive science. Like, it was nothing like that. I was just like, okay, let's do this. Honestly, I kind of wish that I would have looked at the majors that are offered before going to Princeton, because when I got here, and I just declared my major a couple days ago, I'll let y'all know soon in another video. I just declared my major, and I was just like, it's really nothing to choose from. We don't have a lot in comparison to other institutions. At other institutions, you can double major, you can create your own major. That's very, 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 very hard at Princeton, and relatively unheard of, because we have to do a senior thesis and multiple JPs, and they just don't offer that. Like, I guess Princeton's really traditional. I don't know. So yeah, those are the main reasons why I ended up choosing Princeton. In synopsis, the amount of money that they have for their undergraduates, because it is a very undergraduate centric institution, the alumni network, proximity to home, they were number one. Like, you can't top number one. And honorable mention, Will and Carlton went to Princeton in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I was like, let me come on down too. Like, I absolutely loved the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That show was really the only reason I knew about Princeton. I had not heard of it before that show, so the power of media. We love to see it. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video for today. The question for today's video is going to be, how did you choose your own college or the path that you're on right now? Let me know in the comments down below so we can get some conversations going. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe with your friends, and leave some more suggestions of videos that you want to see in the future as well. And as always, be blessed. Period. Oh, Jesus gosh.